Hey, what's up guys and girls? Happy New Year to you. Welcome to 2015. Peace and blessings all out there. Hope you guys are well. Now this is not going to be a vlog. In fact, this is going to be a video response to a question that I got asked. Now, I've asked in the past, if you want to ever ask a question, you can go over to emkwan.com/ask and you can submit a question either with your name or anonymously, and I'll try my best to answer that. Now, on New Year's Eve, a question dropped which kind of partially blew my mind, and I want to answer that question in this video. And it's very apt as well because it's round about, you know, that time of year when people are looking for New Year's resolutions and help in trying to fulfill their New Year's resolution. So it kind of fits really well to that. So the question I got asked was how or what methods or what ways can I recommend for someone to take control of their life? Now, when I came across this question, it was like kind of, wow, that's a deep question. And I had to think about it. So I've managed to think about it. I've had some ideas that I've incorporated now. So that's what I hope to answer in this question. The first thing that you need to recognize and do is understand that, look, you can live your life in two ways. One is you go with the flow, and that attitude can help some people, but in most cases, a lot of people will struggle with that because they don't feel like they're in control of their life because they go with whatever happens, and as a result of that, that can cause a lot of stress in their lives. So the second method is that you do take control of your life. And if you take control of your life, then I think there are 5 things that you need to consider. 5 things. So the first thing is make a plan. Make a plan in terms of short term, mid-term and long term about what you want from your life. And what I find is helpful for me is I base those goals on 2 things. The first thing is I base those on my relationship. So for example, I am an employee, I am a father, I'm a family man in terms of my relationship with my family, with my wife, with Zayn now. So these are different relationships, and what I'll do is I'll take each one of those relationships and look at the very clear objectives, short term, medium term and long term. And that brings me on to point number 2 within point number 1, which is that once you make a plan, be very smart about those. Be specific, be measurable, choose something which is achievable, something which is realistic, and finally something which is timely. So point number 1 is set a plan. Point number 2 is know that that plan can change, so don't get caught up with that too much. Learn to adapt. And this is something which is very true for life. I can have a plan, but life doesn't have that plan in place for me yet, or it might not be the right time, and obstacles can come in, and this can happen and that can happen. Now, what you need to learn to do is you need to learn to know when you adapt, when you let go of something, and when you fight it. Now, there are no golden rules for that, and what I've learned in my life is that you've got to kind of learn to trust your intuition and learn to trust advice from other people. So you know, something can happen and you might really want it and might really want to go for it, but then, you know, it falls through, and you try it again and it falls through again, and you try it again and it falls through. And at that point, you've got to learn to trust your gut feeling. Do I still plow along with that, or do I let go, or do I adapt it? So that's point number 2. Point number 3 is remember that whatever your plan is for life, it revolves around you. Now, you as a person, you've got to keep 2 things in mind. The first one is that you've got to keep your physical well-being in mind. So for example, you know, try and make sure that you're active every day. You know, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, research has shown of light to medium exercise can help your body. And if you are fit physically, then you are more likely to achieve your plan for life and take control of your life. The second thing is to do with spiritual stroke mental. If you are lacking in some area of mental or spiritual kind of, you know, feeling, and it can be in whatever shape, way or form, then that can have a consequence to the decisions that you make, the actions that you take. So that's something that you have to work around and find some kind of guidance, find some kind of, you know, mantra, some kind of life rule that you can use to help you mentally and spiritually. Method number 4 of taking control of your life has to do with being smart. Don't do things you know, in the most difficult way. Don't feel that you have to be a martyr to achieve things. I think it's very important to remember that, you know, it's not about working hard, it's about working smart. So try and get the skills, try and gain the skills, try and learn from other people, and try and find other ways of doing things. And that should help you work towards, you know, doing stuff in your life, but making sure that you are not sort of using too much energy in trying to achieve something that can be done relatively easily. Point number 5, my final point, would be to do with the fact that, you know, if you want to take control of your life, live it. Don't spend too long overthinking things. Don't spend too long worrying about things. Don't spend too long looking at other people and saying, I want that. Understand that there is a journey, a separate journey that they've undertaken, that they will undertake in their life. So what you need to do is you need to live your life for yourself. That's it, guys. I hope some of those ideas are helpful. 5 ways in which you can take control of your life. If you found that helpful, leave a comment down below, perhaps even share this with somebody else, and yeah, let me know if there's any other videos that you would like me to talk about. Remember, you can go to emkwan.com/ask, or you can use askemkwan hashtag on Twitter. That's it from me from this video. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep it real, respect others, peace and blessings.